Before we get into today's video, can I ask everyone to do their own due diligence, take it as entertainment only. I am not a financial advisor, guys.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.
What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. Of course, you're all well. Lovely, glorious, sunny day again. Can't get enough of the good weather. I do appreciate it. I'm sure you are all appreciating it too, but I'm not talking about weather today, guys, because that is dry. We are talking about a hot stock, something that's been hot, guys. It's a big lithium play. We did a video yesterday. I haven't done the follow-up on these videos for a while, so I thought I'd just bring them back up. Let's get them cycling up again. I've been holding these stocks for many months, and they've kind of been in the back of my mind, just doing their thing, but thought I'd bring it back to your attention. And this one follows on from yesterday in the same vein. Lithium play, guys. It's another mining stock that we've covered several times on this channel. I'll share the link here, so you go into the playlist with all the different mining stocks, all the lithium plays, all the good stuff. And this one, guys, is Premier African Minerals, with the ticker symbol being PREM, P-R-E-M. Today's video will just be a bit of a quick overview again of what Premier is all about. You, of course, can go into the archives again. I'll share the link to the last video, and you can go back in chronicle order and check out all the different stuff we've been talking about. I don't like to rehash myself. I'm not that YouTuber that just keeps clickbait, the same crap recycled over and over again. I do try to only update you and do videos that are pretty much new information. So before we get into all that good stuff though, guys, can I please ask you to like, subscribe, help me grow, share the channel, spread the love, spread the joy. It really does help me out and I do appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. Again, recommend just going back and checking out all the other videos that I've done. It'll give you a whole update on Premier, but this is just a high level overview of what the company is about. The profile, it's an AIM listed company of mining and exploration. It is developing lithium, tungsten and industrial minerals. Experienced management team with a proven track record. The strategy, guys, is to expand interest in cash generative assets. So they're going to generate interest in the assets that they've got to be able to get the exploration, mining licenses, the mining digs, all of that tied in, which we'll get into a wee bit more in a moment. Secure EPO and Zulu Lithium. Okay, so they're going to secure that again. We'll get into that in a moment. Conclude test work at RHA. We'll talk about that in a moment, guys. Diversity into new high value assets in other jurisdictions. So expand. That's what they want to do. Their key projects, you can see here, guys. We'll talk about the Zulu especially. That's the key one, the lithium play. We've talked about tungsten. We've talked about all these in the other videos. Go in and check them out. They've talked about the gold and Mozambique, all the previous videos, guys. The value then is scoping study demonstrates a robust project with attractive economics, Zulu lithium and tantalum. Emerging tungsten miner, we've talked about in other videos. Again, go and watch them. US 6.25 million shareholding in Circum Minerals Limited, a private potash developer. An extra finger in a different pie. A 19% interest in the producing of a magnesium mine. If you've watched my other videos, I love companies that deal with Twitter, that deal with their social medias. I feel like it's a good outlet. It keeps people informed. It keeps people thinking that there's something going on. There's people at least doing something, whether it even is just a retweet or a post. It gives you an idea that at least they're trying to keep the company active. And if you go down here, you can see every day, guys, these guys are posting stuff every other day. It's just good to see them constantly rehashing and re-promoting their product. Okay, guys, so if we just pull up the charts, you can see, unfortunately, I got caught with my pants down, guys. I jumped in on this trade in and around March time, so that's just the luck of the draw. It looked good then, it looks even better now at these prices, not gonna lie. But if you actually look down here, guys, you can see, yes, we've had a big drop, plenty of volume. It dropped, tanked pretty hard. We talked about all that in the previous video, and we'll discuss that. But if you look at it now, guys, it's kind of went sideways, got caught on a bit of a channel. It's pretty much been here now for, God, a couple of months at least. We'll be riding it up and down. And the good news is about this stock is, guys, there's quite a lot of volume. And we've only went up recently to here. Now, it's actually had one hell of a good rise. You know, if you were able to catch it, sweet as a nut, at the lows to the highs of now, you're talking in and around a 60% rise. That I wasn't unfortunate enough to get it like that, guys, but it's had a good rise. It's definitely going in the right direction, and that's good. Plenty of volume, which is exciting, guys. 18th of June, right up 22nd of June, and it's rising today. So it's exciting, guys. On the day chart, it's telling us strong buy, neutral, the oscillators. If we pull over the month, strong buy. It's saying buy. It's all saying buy, baby. And on the week, guys, strong buy. moving averages, summary saying buy, oscillator saying neutral. So there's nothing here, guys, that's saying sell. It's mostly saying hold, but consider buying more. So what's got it all kind of excited? Okay, so some of the new stuff that's came out over the last couple of months. Premier African Minerals launches placing in to raise 1 million before expenses at a price of 0.16 pence per new share of the definitive feasibility study of the Zulu lithium project in Zimbabwe. The company said it will raise 625 million shares, and it is worth noting that the placement today represents a nominal dilution of 3.5% and a small price to pay for the retention of 100% of the Zulu and potential upside of the exclusive prospecting order, says CEO George Roach. We've talked about dilutions, we've talked about most people don't like to see it because it brings the share price down, which it does, but what are the dilution the shares for? Are they doing it to keep their books balanced? Are they doing it to pay big salaries? No, that's not the case. What they're doing in this scenario is they're asking for money to be able to invest. So look, to keep 100% of the project, they needed the money. So yes, an initial dilution, but as a long-term holder, they're investing in themselves, and to keep the full 100% of the project is exactly what you want to hear, guys. Why do you want to hear that? Look at this. Cobalt prices soften, lithium continues to rise. Benchmark's lithium hydroxide weighed on average rose 10.7% in May to 12,958 per tonne, above the 4.1 gain from the lithium carbonate weighed average to 12.129 a tonne. It's already starting to get evident now. It's still a long way to go, it says there. Still a long way to go to meeting the looming lithium deficit becoming evident, it said. So we've talked about this in the videos, guys. Not going to spend too much time talking about it. But long story short, the demand is only going to go up, 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 up. And we're in early, hopefully, and you can see things like investing in keeping the whole mine. That's exactly what we want. So 21 hours ago, we got President Mnangagwa. Apologies, mate, if you're watching this. I'm not good at pronunciation, especially, I'm just not good at it. Premier's Mining Investment Conference. So President will Wednesday officially open the online mining investment conference aimed at attracting international investment community to invest in Zimbabwe. The high-level function will showcase existing and planned projects as well as a vast investment opportunities in Zimbabwe's mining sector from investors. So guys, this is going to be big. We need to know exactly what the date of this is going to be, because this could get the thing going. Especially if he comes out and says, right, low taxes or, incentives or, you don't know what it's going to involve. But guess who is there, sitting right at the front of this conference is Roach, Premier African Minerals. So he's going to be there. He's going to be sitting there listening and rubbing his hands together, no doubt about it. And that's the key thing. That's what the whole point of this video was to say about. This is going to be big news. This is a big catalyst. Now, we've had other things that have been going on with Premier. We've had conference meetings. It's just nothing really worth noting. You can go in and listen to them. And I suppose if you're thinking about investing long term, especially big money, you should go in, and definitely recommend watching all the conferences, especially the most recent ones. They're only out there in the last couple of months, but there's nothing that we haven't really covered or we haven't touched on today. So I'm not going to repeat any of that. And just to finish up, guys, Premier African Minerals on the front door foot after the Zulu permits. Okay, so we talked about getting the money raised and all that good stuff. Bit of extra meat to throw on the bones here then, guys, just about that 1 million and the dilution and retention of the 100% retention of the Zulu project. He noted that the detailed planning, construction of the exploration camp, road repairs and location of the equipment to site and other work associated with the resource expansion and definitive drilling for the DFS at Zulu is progressing, and to date it has been funded from Premier's retained cash resources, Roach said in a statement. Roach noted that the funding means the company will avoid disruption to its Zulu project, and it provides more time to enhance value through the DFS process. So guys, that's the video. Premier African Minerals. Who's holding? Who's liking? Who's loving the rise recently? If anyone got in at that price, is gotta be loving life at the moment. Unfortunately for me, I bought this sub 4 or 5 months ago and I've been holding ever since, and it's taken one hell of a gaping. But guys, that's the joy. It's a long hold, and it just shows you the importance of even when things really pull back, and when you are maybe down 50, 60% on a stock. And you've got two options, obviously average down, which is always a great thing. But if you're like me and you were at your point of, I don't want to put no more money into this, there's no problem, just holding, guys. And that's what I've done now. I'm still getting pounded, but I'm still holding. I do plan down the road to average into this stock, but it's just not part of my money right now. It's just, if you've listened to my videos, you know my strategy. I'm starting to get a bit panicked. starting to get a bit fearful of the market. These are long holds anyway, but I just feel that let's just get the portfolio to the point where I'm almost 50 in, 50 out, trying to strip out as much profits, trying to get things to the point where I can go, right, let's close that deal out. So that's where I'm at with it. This Premier is the back of mind, long hold. And if I do get this big crash that I do fear potentially could be coming in the next 6 months to a year or whatever, then that'll be the time where I average down on Premier African Minerals. If it goes to the moon and between now and then, I'm still also happy because I've got a nice proportion. So you've got to monitor your risk, guys, and within having diversity and monitoring your risk and spreading risks within your portfolio, you should also have more than one broker, guys. I have 5, and if you count Revolut, that's 6 brokers, guys, and I have money spread across all of them. Some for out of sight, out of mind, and mostly it's just to spread the insurance. Don't forget, guys, your compensation for stocks platforms is only 85,000. Now it's a nice problem to have, but you've got to think about it. You've got to spread your risk for A, your tax allowances, and also B, to spread the risk if any of these platforms were to go bust. You'd be snookered, guys. You would have no way of getting your money, and trust me, it'll be a long, painful, drawn out process. So even if you only have 5 grand right now, why not spread that across 2 or 3 different platforms? Because if any of these platforms have not been around very long, they could easily go bust. Anything could happen, and you could be left with your pants down. Nobody wants to take a gaping, guys, not by a long shot. So spread your money, get down in the description below, get your free share up to £200 for joining free trade. That would be my recommendation. If you're doing some swing trading, day trading, might as well check out the Colmex thing as well. Can't stress it enough, spread your money no matter how big or small your amount is. And that is the rant over, guys. Hope you have found this one informative. If you have, please like, please subscribe, help me grow the channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.